All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to start creating your forms. So we're going to navigate over to forms over here on the left-hand side. And to add a new form, we're just going to click add your first form. I'm going to call this my form, but you'll obviously call it something relevant. And I'm going to keep the view as single. Now we do have two types of views. We have single view and pages view. Single view is going to present the questions one by one to your users, whereas a page view is going to present your questions all at once on a page. All right, so we're going to stick with single view, and then I'm going to make sure that my form is published. I'm going to hit save. All right, so now we've created our form, we can start adding some questions. To do that, we're going to come here to our questions on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, and we're going to click add. We can then add a question. So the first question I want to add is name, and then I'm going to come here to my type, and you'll see we've got a custom field and our profile field. So a custom field is a field that you are going to create to collect a custom type of information that you need to collect on your customers. A profile field type is going to collect information that already exists within the profile field. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to select this, and we're going to come here to the profile field, and we're going to look for their first name. So that's what I mean by profile field. You'll see here that we've got their apartment, city, company. All of these items already exist within the system. And so when they fill in this form, whatever they fill in here will be populated into their existing contact form. All right, we can then choose whether we want this question to be required or not. I'm going to say yes, and you can also provide a hint. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit save. All right, so now I've got my email and my name, and I do want to make a note of the email question that you see here. This is automatically put into every form and into the first position. If we move it here, we're going to be told that the email page must be on the first field so that we know who submitted the answers. So this allows the system to accurately track who is submitting answers. So you do always want that email field to be in the first position, and we can add questions from there. All right, let's go ahead and add another question. So I'm going to add a question, and this time I'm going to say, how ready are you? And we're going to create a custom field this time. And we could choose a text field, but I'm going to go ahead and choose a radio button group. And I'm going to say, not ready, kinda ready, and super ready. Then again, I'm going to make sure that this is required. And I'm going to add a hint to this one as well that says, please select the one that most accurately represents you. And then I'm going to hit save. All right, so now they can select their answer. And you'll see that when we use a radio button group that they can only select one of the answers. All right, let's go ahead and create a few more questions because there are a few different types that we can add to our forms. All right, so let's go ahead and add another question. This time I want them to provide a little bit more information about themselves. Please tell us why you want to work with us. Then we'll come here to our types. Again, we're going to select a custom field. This time I'm going to select a text field. Now you can come in here and have a look at the different types that we have. We have a text field, which is going to be one line of text, but we can also choose a text area, which is going to give us a slightly longer text space. So they can type an entire paragraph if they want. Again, we can make this required or not. And I'm going to say here, please make your answer as detailed as possible. All right, then we do also have some advanced settings, and here we have our validation settings. So this is going to help us validate the answers given in our forms. So you'll see currently it's not validated, and I can add some validation rules. So I want to add some validation. I want to say I want a minimum character count of 50 characters. And then we can show an error message. We can customize this error message as well. And I'll say, please write at least 50 characters. And I'll hit done. So now that that answer is submitted, well, that question is done, we can go ahead and hit save. So you can build out your form as you need to. As I said, there are a bunch of different field types, so you can fully customize this form to meet your needs. Now, currently we do have our form also set to single view, so our questions are being fed to our users question by question. But we can go ahead and change this. We can make it so that this form is presented to our users on a single page. To do that, we're going to click Settings, we're going to change our view to Pages, and we're going to hit save. And it's going to give us this warning in case we have set up any go-to actions. Now I'm going to show you what that is talking about in another video, but for right now, I'm just going to say confirm because I want all of my questions on one page. One thing to note about page view is that you can also add extra pages. So you don't have to have all your questions on one page. You can have multiple pages with multiple questions on them. To do this, we're going to click on the add button and we're going to say page. And I'm just going to go ahead and call this page 2. You could then add a description to it and hit save. So now we could move these 2 questions onto page 2. I'm not moving them anywhere, am I? There we go. We can move those 2 questions onto page 2. And then you'll see that we have those 2 different pages with 2 sets of questions on them. So again, you can go ahead and preview this and have a look at your form. Let's say, whoopsies, and I hit next. You'll see that I'm then taken to that second page of questions. And also to display that error message over here, we'll just put in a little bit of stuff and hit submit. And again, we'll get that error message over here. Please write at least 50 characters. So you can go and test out your form and see what it looks like by using that preview mode over here. All right, for right now, I am just going to switch back to our single view and hit save. And when I do switch back to single view, it's going to tell me what's going to change. So all of my pages are going to be deleted along with any go-to settings I've set up. Now, what it's referring to with the go-to actions here is our conditions. So this is going to help you create more complex forms that navigate users to different sections of the form as they give certain answers. So I'm going to show you how to set that up in the next video. I'll see you there.